Thanks for coming back. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and leave comments on the video. This will be a longer review, so buckle your seatbelt and get comfortable. Today was the New Balance Outdoor Nationals, with the premier field of the 3 postseason high school meets of this year. All athletes were racing a mile on the track at Franklin Field, home of the Penn Relays. We have 3 races, 1 heat of boys, and 2 heats of girls. With the boys, they started off with a torrid pace. Clayton Stoyle of Virginia was through 400 in 137, which is 6:28 pace for the mile. This early lead eventually evaporated as Rowan McDonald of Maine caught him at about the halfway mark. They remained together for about 500 meters, where McDonald put together a long surge with 300 to go and ended up winning in 6:55.38, with Stoyle solidly in second at 7:06.79. Colin Graham of New Jersey was in third by himself most of the race, but was caught by the huge kick of Wyatt Gordon of Maryland, who made up 16 seconds on the last lap, of which 6.4 were in the last 109 meters to edge him out 7:23.02 to 7:23.23. 5th and 6th went to Carter Butterfield and Ian Britt, both of Maine, in 7:41.67 and 7:42.05. This race had a tremendous effect on the performance lists at both 1500 and the mile, as official splits were taken at both of these distances. In the 1500, the U.S. top 7 times were posted. Likewise, U.S. numbers 2 through 4 and 8 through 9 came from the quality field at the mile. A nice note coming out of Maryland is the work at Urbana High School, competing as the I-270 Track Club, which has taken a very serious interest in the race walk. They're developing athletes in a state not known for depth in the event and had 3 boys in this race. Significantly, Hyatt Gordon, competing in only his 2nd race walk, broke the Maryland High School 1500 meter record of 7:38.15, which was set by Chad Lohman way back in 1985. A late result to add, which has some relevance. Colin Graham left Philadelphia and went to West Long Branch, New Jersey for the Elliott Denman meet, which has a 1-mile race walk. He was able to double back with an impressive 7:40.73 for 3rd place there, while beating 3-time Olympian and 1999 50-kilometer bronze medalist Kurt Clausen in the process. The girls were broken into 2 heats, with the slower one going first. From the beginning, this was a 2-girl race. Leah Ravallo of New York took the early lead over Rahel Delaney of Maine. They walked together for the first 800 meters, and Delaney made her big push at 900, and the race was essentially over. Delaney finished in 7:57.26 and Ravallo in 8:04.05, which are big PRs for both of them. The only question was, would the top 2 be fast enough to break into the medals against the 2nd section? My initial thought at the start of the seeded section was that this will be fast, and the race did not disappoint. Desi Dubois of New York, the 22 champion and meet record holder at 7:35.68, took the initial lead. Going through 400 in 1:44.45, she was followed by Ashlyn Poulin of Maine and Alexa Governor of New York. A pack of 9 followed a few seconds back. Dubois and Poulin gapped Governor in lap 2 when we're up by 7 seconds at 800 meters. They traded the lead on the 3rd lap, with Poulin making a decisive move at 900 meters, which said game over. Poulin crossed first in 7:16.97, with Dubois second in 7:26.67. Back in third was Governor, who held off a strong charge by Kyra Pellegrino of New York, 7:33.41 to 7:34.61. This put the first 4 finishers under the meet record. Fifth and sixth went to New Yorkers Samantha Benson Tyler and Taylor Farrell in 7:36.22 and 7:39.74. All told, the top 10 finishers of the combined heats were all under 8 minutes. Like the boys' race, this too significantly impacted the performance lists as 1,500 meters in the mile. At 1,500, there were 10 times in the U.S. top 27, including number 1 and numbers 3 through 6. At the mile, we saw 15 of the top 21 times this season, and to numbers 3 through 8 and number 10. The all-time list performances were also included as well. Ashlyn Poulin and Desi Dubois now sit at number 17 and number 34 at 1,500 meters, and Desi also made number 16 at the mile on our all-time lists. Lastly, Ashlyn rewrote the Maine high school 1,500 meter record of 7:25.70 by Courtney Williams from 2010 with her 6:48.08 time. Between the races, we had 67 entrants and 58 finishers. Maine pulled off the sweep across all 3 races. New York had its normally strong showing too. Virginia, New Jersey, Maryland, and Massachusetts did some great racing as well. No DQs were noted, which is as promising as the fast times. Based upon the large volume of Instagram posts after the races, most everyone was happy with their performances. Hopefully this will springboard them to competing in USATF and/or AAU competition over the summer to gain more experience, especially at the 3,000 meter distance, which will ready them for NAIA collegiate competition, as every athlete competing today is capable of competing in college, and a very good percentage would be worthy of college scholarships for race walking as well. Well, that's all for today. Make sure you're watching the Nike Nationals on Sunday. If you need the links, check the video description. Thanks for joining us. Hit the subscribe button, leave some comments, and have a great day.
Bring the funk back.